What up, though? That's bright. That's bright as Jacks. Lord Jesus. Hope all is well. Hope everybody is in good health. And is doing well. Mm. Oh, bah. I hate being away from my family. Do I hate it? Do I hate it? I don't like it. I don't like it. I love my babies. I had a comment talking about the gig that you think you're on or the gig that you're on may not be the gig. I had an epiphany. Once you're already on the gig for you may be easy. You know what I mean? The music may be easy. Those things may be easy, but that may not be the gig then. You know what I mean? Like, there's other challenges. There's other things and other focuses. You know what I mean? And whatever the artist's focus is, that ought to be yours as well, as far as when it comes down to their gig, right? So, like I have young guys that's on really cool gigs and like, they may express some frustrations about certain things or whatever. You know what I mean? And like certain people's abilities to play their instrument or not or whatever, or they're not like matching or whatever the case may be, right? It may not be the gig. The gig may be, you may be on a gig where like somebody is in a position on a gig that just happens to be like the best friend of the son of the best friend of the management owner of the management company. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, there's some political stuff going on there. It's like, that might be the gig. Like being able to capitulate and just like cope and adjust to that. Like that's happening, and it's kind of like it's happening. It's kind of like just let that do what it's going to do. You know what I mean? Can you cope and adjust to that? Can you cope and adjust to like, you're getting paid late, getting per diem late. You know what I mean? Like, we out of focus. Can't like getting your per diem late. You know what I mean? Can you cope with always getting your per diem late, or having to wait sometimes, to get your per diem, whatever? That could also be the situation. Like it could be, having to find food if you're a vegan. You know what I mean? Having to find like in the catering is always having barbecue, whatever, and like you have to find, oat milk for your coffee. You know what I mean? That could be the gig. And it's like, like all these things could be rectified easily. You dig? Like, because the music is so easy, because the band is so locked, because like those things are taken care of, right? Like things that could make an easy situation difficult or an easy situation challenging, should I say. You know what I mean? Like that could be the gig, the challenge, In some cases, the music is the most challenging thing. You know what I mean? And like, that's the gig, right? But, there's other things than the main gig. Like your job is to do this. Your job is to do this one thing. So we do that one thing, right? Cool. But there's other aspects like staying hydrated when you're flying all the doggone time, not drinking all the doggone time, knowing that you got to get on the plane and you know that alcohol is going to dry you up on the inside. Now you're dealing with, dehydration or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it may not even be alcohol. It could be you drinking too much coffee. You know what I mean? Finding a good balanced lifestyle while you're out on the road so you can be able to perform your duties. That could be the gig. You dig what I'm saying? Like, because the music is so solid, the music is so easy, the main parts, the gig, which is really why you're there in the first place, is to do the gig, is to play your instrument, to do your job. That goes without saying, right? Right? But there's always a game within a game. There's always like some Inception type craziness going on. There's always like, there's the bigger thing, and then there's these little details, little intricate things you gotta like, maneuver around, or you gotta like coalesce to capitulate. Who knows? It could be a myriad of things. You know what I mean? Like, but that could be the gig. That could be the situation. That could be like the traveling all the time. You know what I mean? That could be, because traveling could be hard, like 16 hours on a flight, 11 and a half hours on a flight, back to back. Yeah, man. Yeah. And especially if you're not, pounding down that water, you know what I mean? Yeah. Come out that mug looking like a raisin, you know what I mean? Like, but perspective, you know what I mean? Perspective. And I can go deeper into it, it covers every aspect of your life, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be the gig as far as like you're like, not even speaking to music. It could be like your photography situation, or like if you're working at an engineering job, you know what I mean? Like it's still a job, you know? It's still a workplace, you know what I mean? It's different. Not everything is easy. Not everything is so smooth going. You know what I mean? It's our job, you know, to help it be more smooth as far as, you know, things are concerned. It's, you know what I mean? Like, make it easy. Make it seem easy. That's why, like, we get hired to do the jobs that we do, because we make it look easy. We make it feel easy. We make it, you know what I mean? Like, just easy. It's an ease to it. You know what I mean? There's not like, so that has to cover every aspect, every, like, as far as when it comes down to, like, you know, how we move, gig, right? But yeah, that's what I was more so speaking to. Like, we all know the gig is the gig, right? Do your job. This is what you get called there for. You know what I mean? But not everybody's focus is the gig, you know? Not everybody's focus is that. Some other people's focus is other things. You know what I mean? And like, you gotta be able to like bob and weave a lot of that stuff. And then also like, yo, keep the main thing the main thing. You get hired to do a job. You get hired to do a good job, no less. You know what I mean? Like, do that first, and everything else will fall into place. Everything else will fall right into place, like doggone dominoes or like puzzle pieces, right? Flush into place. Keep the main thing the main thing. You know what I mean? Cope and adjust, be able to maneuver as best as you possibly can, because there is definitely, like, you know, some poop to maneuver around. You know what I mean? Moving on. So, to the drums. Deepo, what you think, bro? Deepo agrees. He may not. He may not agree. He may not agree at all. Ooh. Oof. Bro. Ooh. Make sure you're drinking your water. Make sure you're drinking your water. Make sure you're drinking your water. Jeez. Kidney stones is a serious thing, yo. How do you prevent... Wait. How do you prevent kidney stones? Let's see. Stay well hydrated. One of the best ways to prevent kidney stones is to drink more fluid, which dilutes your urine and prevents kidney stones from forming and growing. Eat less animal protein. Limit your salt intake. Get enough dietary calcium. Eat fewer foods with high oxalate content. What is that? Define. Salt. Ester. How do you pronounce it?
Oxalate.
Oxalate.
Oxalate. Oxalate.
Oxalate.
Oxalate.
Oxalate. Oxalate. Oxalate. Oxalate. We now know how to prevent drinking that water. All right, so what we have on the junket today is a new song to learn for Sunday service. It's Easter Sunday. He has risen. He has risen indeed. What, Deepo? What do you need, baby? It's not time to go. Go sit down. Go sit. Go sit. Go sit. Thank you. All right, so we're going to... You. Right. straight up rock. All right. Yeah, let's go. The Recasto. All right. Recasto. It's so stupid. If you want to buy a Sam Cooke record. Okay. All right, let's get to it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Let's get to it. What are we doing?
The bet that we make when we choose to communicate.
Both tapped in, darling. No static on either end. No static on either end. Okay. Sive. Ba 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 ya. Really looks dark over there. I gotta put some lights over there. Uh-oh, something happened. Something happened down there. Maybe I should cut the feed. I gotta stop now. Probably could stop now. I'm just going over, checking over things. I might touch some things up, but none of it really needs to be recorded. Really, you don't need to see it. You don't need to. Yeah, all right. I think we're starting to slow down. I guess the encoding is acting funny. So with that being said, we're gonna call it. You know what? I might even just go home early, beat traffic. See what I'm saying? Let's go. How about it? Thank you for watching. Let's go. Thank you. Depot, I know you want to go.